Привет! I'm happy to see you on my channel Eager Minds. This lesson I decided to devote to some adjectives which are used to describe a person's physical appearance. And we will also practice them today. I hope that after this lesson you will be able to pay compliments to your Russian-speaking relatives, friends, and even colleagues. Let's start. Красивый, handsome, beautiful. Красивый, красивый. Он красивый. He's handsome. Он красивый мужчина. He's a handsome man. Это красивый актер. This is a handsome actor. If we describe words of the feminine gender, then the ending changes to ая. Она красивая. She's beautiful. Она красивая женщина. She's a beautiful woman. There are three endings that an adjective can have. И, красивый, beautiful, handsome. И, высокий, tall. Ой, худой, thin. As you see, all the adjectives are in their masculine singular form. Remember, in a dictionary, you can find adjectives only in their masculine singular form. If we talk about a female, we have to replace the masculine singular ending to ая or яя. In this lesson, we deal only with the ending ая. So all the adjectives of the feminine gender have ая at the end. Красивая. If you want to pay somebody a compliment, you should use the pronoun ты or вы and a proper adjective. The ending of the adjective depends on the sex of a person whom you pay your compliment to. Number 1. Ты красивая. Number 2. Вы красивая. Number 3. Ты красивый. Number 4. Вы красивый. Pay attention that in all these sentences we pay a compliment to one person. We don't deal with the plural form of these adjectives in this lesson. The opposite word of красивый is некрасивый. 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 Он некрасивый. He's not handsome. Она некрасивая. She's not beautiful. Another adjective that the Russians often use when they don't like someone's appearance is страшный. 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 Он страшный. Она страшная. Страшный can be translated as scary. Another adjective that you will learn today is высокий, tall. Pay attention to the ending и. It's another ending which is used to describe words of the masculine gender. Высокий. Высокий. Он высокий. Она высокая. Я высокая. The opposite word of the word высокий is невысокий, short. Невысокий. Невысокий. Он невысокий. He's short. Она невысокая. She's short. The next adjective is худой, thin. Pay attention to the ending again. It's another ending which is used to describe words of the masculine gender. Худой. Худой. Он худой. He's thin. Она худая. She's thin. If a person looks a little bit unhealthy with his or her weight, then we prefer to use the word thin. But if a person is thin in a way that is attractive, then slim is used. We do the same thing in the Russian language. Slim is стройный. Стройный. Он стройный. Она стройная. Толстый, fat. Толстый. Толстый. Он толстый. He's fat. Она толстая. She's fat. The last word for today is сильный, strong. Сильный. Сильный. Он сильный. Она сильная. The opposite word of сильный, strong, is слабый, weak. Слабый. Слабый. Он слабый. He's weak. Она слабая. She's weak. Now let's do 2 exercises with these adjectives. I'll give you an adjective out of the list, and you should say the opposite word of it. For example, красивый, beautiful. And you should say некрасивый or страшный. You can do this exercise at your speed. If you need more time, you just pause it. And I'll give you the correct answer in 5 seconds. Okay? So let's start. Number 1. Толстый. Худой or стройный. Number 2. Сильный. Слабый. Number 3. Невысокий. Высокий. Number 4. Слабый. Сильный. Number 5. Стройный. Толстый. Number 6. Красивый. Некрасивый or страшный. And the last one, высокий. Невысокий. Exercise number 2. I'm going to show you 3 short videos of famous people or characters, and you need to describe them by using 3 adjectives. 3 adjectives per person. For example, он страшный, худой и слабый. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay, now let's check. In your comments, please write your variants. It would be quite curious to read them. Okay, so now my variant about Michael J. Fox. Он худой, красивый и невысокий. About Audrey Hepburn. Она красивая, высокая и худая. And about the last one, his name is Carlson. Carlson is a character who was invented by the Swedish author Astrid Lindgren. I'm sure you have heard about Pippi Longstocking and Emil of Lönneberga. They are also the main characters in a series of children's books by this author. You have just watched the fragment of the Soviet-Russian animated film The Kid and Carlson. We call it Малыш и Карлсон. Although this animated cartoon was made in 1968, it's still extremely popular not only with kids, but adults as well. I'm sure you wonder who or what Carlson is. He's a short, plump, and overconfident man who lives in a small house on the roof of an apartment building. Carlson can fly with the help of a propeller on his back. When he pushes a button on his stomach, he flies. So my opinion about Carlson, он толстый, невысокий и сильный. Okay, now let's listen to Carlson's opinion about himself. He uses several adjectives in his description, but you need to hear the adjective which we learned today.
Ведь я умный, красивый, в меру упитанный мужчина.
If it was too fast for you, then please replay this video several times until you can hear the adjective that we've just learned. Okay, now I'm ready to give you the correct answer. And this adjective is красивый. Карлсон думает, что он красивый. Carlson thinks that he's handsome. That is all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson and find it useful. Now you can describe yourself and pay compliments to people. But I would like to remind you of Thumper's words that if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. So be careful with the adjectives that we've just learned. And thank you for watching this video. Пока!